The thing is, we don't just have humans on this planet. We have other kinds of devils around in different worlds next to our planet, and they influence some, especially those who already have warlike tendencies embedded in their being. Then it's easier for demons to influence them, to possess them, and make them cause war, cause trouble, all kinds of suffering for other humans. That is the thing. So I'm glad that the moon people really protect themselves by high security. I hope it works that way forever for them, because it's bad enough already that we cause suffering for each other here and cause life-threatening dangers to ourselves already, not to go to some peaceful world and disturb their life. That's not fair. They do nothing wrong to us. They even go around and try to help in whichever way they can for our safety. I just hope the moon people don't go too deep inside our own karma and then get sick themselves and bring it back to the moon. Oh, please, God, protect these moon people. They are so good. And then in the beginning of our conversation, I already asked the king, why is it that they are so kind to me? Me and my other monks in former times, when I had a lot of monks, we didn't have a home. So we camped in the nature, near the river, stream, so that we had water to drink. And we just sang or roasted potatoes between my lectures. So I said, why are you so kind to us? Because sometimes when we were singing in nature under the moon, your moon just stood still for hours on end until we finished and we wanted to go to sleep. Then you just dropped down behind the mountain so fast. Many of the monks are still alive, and so I'm not telling just a story. It's a true story, yes. And similarly, many times different things, or the moon just smiles so bigly, as if you were looking at the face of a human in the sky. The whole moon became a face, a smiling face. One of your brothers, in Costa Rica, he saw it. And one of the monks saw it and still remembers. Maybe he told it at one time to somebody or not. But I'm telling you a story in which the witnesses are still alive, yeah? I'm just telling you. And many other things, a lot of things. Before, I used to take the monks and nuns around when we went anywhere. So they witnessed many things that outside brothers and sisters did not. These are some of those things. So I asked him, also, sometimes you send me love, the moon, when I just think about you or try to take a photograph in an impossible corner of the forest, and you just send me a heart like that, so clearly, with even the black ring around the heart, so it made it more prominent. Why have you been so kind to me like that, so friendly, so loving? He said, because we love you. That's why he said, so simple like that. I said, I love you too. I think we all love you, the humans and the animal people. We all love you. You're so beautiful in the sky. You're so unique. Without you, I don't know what we would feel, to live without the moon. So I was happy to hear that also. He said he knows. That's why he also tries to help with the security for our planet as much as he can. But we ourselves don't even care about our safety, security, food, water, starvation, or whatnot. People outside of our planet have nothing to do with us, still care so much about us. People from Mars, from Venus, and from the moon. As far as I know, there are more, of course. I love to speak to all of them because they have so much knowledge and peaceful energy, that you love them. But I don't have so much time to even talk. It just comes out sometimes. When it's naturally there, then I would talk to them. If not, I wouldn't run around the whole universe and from one place to another, knocking at their door and wanting to chat. Just because the moon is right in front of us all the time, and the moon has been so kind and shows so much love to me, so friendly, even to the group of my monks and my nuns some years ago. At that time, we didn't have cameras. we were poor, we were just homeless. So we didn't record all these phenomena for you. But what I told you is all the truth. In fact, I missed many other details. Yeah, like sometimes we were on the beach or something and the clouds covered the whole moon. I just said, oh, I wish, the moon comes out. And then it came out immediately, took all the clouds away. I can see clearly. And of course, it could not be too long because too many clouds. So immediately it disappeared. But then it came back out again later. A lot of times like that. Also the sun, the same. Whenever I come out with a camera, I want to take a photograph. Of course, in the forest, it's more difficult to find a clearance. But the moon tries so hard, always comes out of the cloud or moves to another space quickly where there's no trees for me to take photographs. I'm grateful to no end for all this love around. So the moon, the sun, the stars, and even the small animals, people like squirrel and the bird, people, all that, they come and talk, and they show their love as well. I'm grateful to no end to God's grace so that I have such beautiful memories to keep from the people that are not next to me, from the animal people, instead of being harassed or chased around or threatened by my own human people on this planet. So sometimes I feel very sad. So I thought, could I go and live with the moon or not? They say, yes, very welcome. I say, I guess I don't have that luck. But how about other humans? If they want to go and live with you, can they do it? So he said, yes, they can. But they have to be on our same level, number one. Number two, they have to really be committed to stay with us. And then after they die, we will welcome them and bring them here. I say, but you have physical bodies now in your world, and the people from the Earth planet, if they die, then they don't have physical bodies anymore. How are they going to live with you then? He said, oh, we have an instrument. We can give them flesh and bones back, and then they will be just like they were alive, and they can live with us. So I say, how many humans have already been living with you here? He say, 403 up to now, 403. And they're happy together, of course, same level, same form, yeah, so happy forever. If they are accepted by the moon people and live there with them, they also liberated forever. Yeah, but they have to be on the same level, at least fourth level, yeah? There's no fifth level up there, just fourth level. And of course, they have to check whether or not these persons are sincere, have good moral standards, high level, enlightened, peaceful, and like that before they accept them. Of course, who would like to have disturbances in such a peaceful and happy world like theirs? So I asked him whether or not their houses, I can see, but of course, we are having a conversation. I can't just say, oh, I see everything. You don't need to tell me. Just conversation, friendly. Also for you to know, yes? So I asked whether or not their houses are on the ground or in the air, because on many planets, more advanced planets, the houses are in the air, not on the ground like on this planet. He said, they are on the ground. I said, okay, do you walk also? Or because you have like flying cars and what we call here UFOs like that. Do you even walk? He said, yeah, on the ground, yes. Similar to this world, but they have flying cars if they go a long way, like from one corner of the inner moon to the other corner. Oh, yes. By the way, because I asked, do you live only on the bright side of the moon or on the dark side? He said both, on both sides. And so they use flying cars to drive around to see each other. But they don't have to drive like we drive cars here. They use the willpower to drive whatever vehicles or whatever things they have to lift up or to work with. There's no heaviness there. Is this better, eh? Over here we need a lot of instruments to lift even just some stones. And sometimes we couldn't even do that. And instruments often went kaput we can't use them. They take long time to repair, or we have to throw them away and buy new ones. I asked him, how does he feel about our world, He said he feels sad because we cause so much trouble to ourselves. And just a simple solution we could not even take up. He knows that I advocate vegan to save the planet and to make forever peace here, but it takes so long and the whole world is not completely vegan. So he knows all that and he says he feels sad. It's just one little solution and we could easily take it up to save the whole world so that the humans can continue to live on such a beautiful planet. He said our planet is very beautiful. Yeah. Many planets envy that because we could live outside of the planet and not worry about anything. Meaning on top of the soil, on top of the earth. And we could also live inside the earth, the hollow inside the earth, just like they are living in the moons in space right now. You see? They also could make their own moon, their own sun, but they can regulate them so that the temperature is always the same, very healthy, good air. And I asked him, so you have light all the time or what? He said, no, at the night when we need to rest, then it turns off automatically. So everything there is peaceful and easy. If they don't have to eat, I guess it's more easy than on this world where people fight for food and drink and all kinds of comforts, out of greed even. Otherwise, the planet can support enough for everybody to have enough food and comfort, the simple life. But the humans always think the more the better, so grabbing more and more is never enough. That is why there are so many problems. There's so many problems because of greed. And the strong oppress the weak like that.